Imagine this. It's 7 years from now. You open up your portfolio and that $10,000 you invested is now worth, let's say, $500,000. No lottery ticket, no luck, no crypto gambling, just strategy, right? Knowing when to buy, right? When to buy low and when to sell high and reinvest at the right time. This is not a fantasy. It's the same playbook the wealthy quietly follow every single cycle. So today I'm going to give you the full breakdown of a 7-year wealth blueprint using real data from assets like Bitcoin and the Magnificent Seven stocks such as Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Tesla, and Google. These are the Magnificent Seven. If you ever felt like the rich always win because they time the market, this video will show you that timing isn't luck. It's a pattern recognition, which I have recognized and I'm here to share to you. So these are some of the most powerful, most important videos that I'm gonna make because it's like encompassing everything that I'm doing on this channel. So once again, welcome to Empower Capital, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. Remember, this content is for educational purposes only. This is not legal, tax, or financial advice. Make sure to do your own research. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. So the first part I want to talk about is this wealth blueprint. So what exactly is it, right? It's built on one simple truth, right? Markets move in cycles, okay? So every 7 years or so, right? But let's break it down. Every 4 years or so, generally, we see a major bull market, right? And one deep correction, okay? So within that 4 years, 3 of them usually has been a bull market, up, and then correction. Okay, but this current bull market that we're in is a little bit different. Okay, the secret is this: most investors buy when it's loud and sell when it's quiet. What do the wealthy do? They do the opposite. Okay, they buy when fear dominates headlines, and they take profits when everyone else believes it will go up forever. Warren Buffett said, buy when everyone is fearful. Over the 4-year period, right, can change your entire financial future. So let's use Bitcoin as an example and the Magnificent Seven to see how this works in real time. I'm not going to show you the charts, but you can literally go and look at the charts for yourself, right? Use Bitcoin as an example, okay? They all move in similar direction. It's just a matter of which vehicle you're going to use, right? You're going to use a Lamborghini? Are you going to use a Honda? Are you going to use a bicycle? Or are you going to walk? That's how some of these assets all work, all right? They all move in the same direction in terms during the bull market, a lot of these risk assets. So that's how a lot of these risk assets operate. So let's look at Bitcoin as an example, right? So every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through the halving event, right? And historically, this cuts new Bitcoin supply in half and helps spark the bull market. But it's not the driving force. The driving force behind the bull market, I think I've made other videos on that, so go check those videos out about what's really driving the bull market. And in short terms is liquidity, but I made videos to really get deep in on that, okay? So, and the bull market will go on for, for some time, about 18 months. But if you look from the bottom of the bear market, the previous bear market, it's about a couple years, right? So let's look at the data, right? In 2015, Bitcoin bottomed around $200. Okay, by 2017, after the halving, it exploded to nearly 20,000, which is a 100x move, right? The next cycle, Bitcoin bottomed at 3,000. Post halving in 2020, it surged to 69,000 by late 2021. Okay, you can go verify what I'm saying using the charts. I'm not going to show you the charts right now. So that means investors who simply bought, right, 12 to 18 months before each halving or during the bull markets, all right, and took profits near the top, which is hard to do, turned that 10,000 into 300,000 twice in a decade. Okay, so the key is not guessing, it's following the cycle rhythm. Okay, so now let's look at the Magnificent Seven as an example as well. The Magnificent Seven, once again, there's Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Google, Tesla, what makes them the Magnificent Seven is because of their market cap, right? These are the largest market capitalization, which means the amount of money invested in that company when it comes to their stocks. Okay, that's market cap. Okay, so in case you don't understand, so that's what makes the Magnificent Seven, and that can potentially change based on the new companies that are moving up the ranks. Okay, these companies dominate innovation, AI, cloud computing, chips, data, EV, and digital platforms. But even they move in waves. So, example, in 2020, during the pandemic crash, Amazon dropped about 30%. Nvidia fell about 50%. Tesla fell about 400 to under $200, right? Sorry, fell from 400 to under $200. And then investors who had the courage to buy then, right, by 2021, they saw 3, 5, or 10x returns, right? The courage. Why did they have the courage to buy? Because they understood the markets, number one. And number two, they went into valuable assets, right? That's the other thing, right? They did their research and found, is this a valuable asset that I'm buying it? Then it doesn't matter. I'm not afraid of the bear market. Okay. So the same pattern happened in 2022 when tech corrected hard again. That's a bear market that year. And that's when wealth builders step back in, because when fear dominates, all right, the setup for growth begins. Okay. So let's go to the next part now. Buy low, sell high. Okay, that's what I want to reemphasize here. Okay, buy low, sell high. Okay, here's how the 7-year blueprint works in action. So let's say you start with $10,000. Let's say we're moving forward now, right? We just talked about the past. Start with $10,000 now during this bull market. Let's say you invested 5,000 in Bitcoin, all right, during the around a halving year. All right, the other 5,000 across the Magnificent Seven, let's say. If Bitcoin 5x's from now to 2028, right, and your stock 3x's, your portfolio, right, grows to roughly 40 to 50,000. Okay, you sell a portion, say 70%, 50%, or whatever, near the top, move it to cash or short-term treasuries, and then you wait. Okay, when the next bear market hits, prices go down 50 to 80%, you reinvest. Suddenly, your $40,000 reinvested near the next bottom doubles or triples again. By the end of the 7 years, you've potentially turned that 10K into 252K without gambling or day trading, right? That's not magic. It's the compound, right, power of buying cycles and patience, okay? Patience is the key, all right? So the psychology of the wealthy, okay, let's be honest, right? Most people lose money not because of bad investments, but because of the bad emotions. So they buy when everyone's euphoric and sell when everyone is scared. But builders, they stay grounded. They study cycles, track fear and greed, and move with strategy, not emotion. The blueprint only works if you control your mindset, because there's no point spotting the opportunity if fear keeps you frozen. The 7-year blueprint isn't about predicting the future, it's about understanding the rhythm of markets. Buy low during fear, sell high during euphoria. How do you identify when to sell, what to buy? That's a separate topic. That's a separate episode, right? So reinvest smartly during resets. That's how K can become life-changing wealth. Not overnight, but over cycles. And here's the truth. The next 7-year window has already begun. The question is, are you going to watch it happen or position yourself to benefit from it? If this video helped you see investing differently, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because at Empower Capital, we're not chasing hype, we're mastering strategy. Once again, I'm Sam, and I'll see you at the next video. Stay blessed, take care. Remember, God loves you, and we love you, and this is your roadmap to financial freedom. Take care.